We can't escape the fact that cell phones form a very important part of our everyday lives, which has resulted in many of us using them to store personal and very important information, as well as downloading apps that make daily admin and errand running a lot easier. But they've also given Skillam another means to scam us. And we've got Kalyani Pillay, CEO of SABRIC, the South African Banking Risk Information Centre, here to tell us a bit more about cell phone banking and how to do it safely. Welcome back.
Hello, Graham.
I think a lot of us, it's now becoming quite obvious that there are risks involved. From your side, what are those major standout risks involved with banking, specifically on a cell phone or mobile?
Well, you know, you're not at any greater risk than you are when you do banking online. Yeah. And I think some of the things that we'd like to point out to people is that if you're using your mobile device or cell phone to do your banking, you should always ensure that it's locked, that you're able to lock your device so that if you need to get into it and start working on it, that you need to unlock it, you know, either by biometric or with a password. Don't store your PIN number for your cell phone banking on that device because, you know, if somebody gets into it and if you put their cell phone banking PIN number, it's going to be easy.
Shop,
so,
yeah.
Yes. So these are some of the things that you need to be very mindful of. You know, set sort of really difficult numbers, PIN numbers to guess, and don't store it there. Memorize it if you have to. I know it's difficult, but unfortunately, these are some of the things you really need to be mindful of. Make sure that all your security settings are at the right levels. If you're not sure, ask somebody to check it for you to see that you've set everything correctly on your device itself.
Is it a greater risk to do your banking online? It's been made so easier. In fact, we are bombarded with marketing messages to move over to mobile banking, to move over to apps that our banks are using to make it that much easier. Is it a greater risk?
It's actually a better option to use because if you download, when you're doing your cell phone banking as an example, you should actually download the app for that particular device. The banks actually have that. Go onto the App Store, don't download it from anywhere else. The apps actually have greater security features. And that's why we recommend that you actually use these devices and use the app that's actually designed for it because of all the additional security that's on it. You get encrypted SMS notifications that go through this. It's part of the additional security.
Just to be mindful of, you know, when we are approaching banking, what do we need to really have in the back of our mind? You've mentioned obviously using the app as one means to having greater safety. What are those kind of rules to live by?
Well, passwords. Key critical thing, that's your signature. Make sure that you don't set 1, 2, 3 or ABC, that kind of thing. Make sure that the PIN numbers are such that it's difficult for somebody to guess. Make sure that you have all your security features in. Make sure that you lock your device. Don't store personal information on your device. You know, even if it's for your online banking platform, you know, for anything, don't store those things online. Make sure that you don't allow anybody else to have access to that PIN, not even if it's family members, you know. Don't leave your device lying around unattended to. If you're on the app, don't leave it there incomplete and then go away and always close. And that's what people forget to do. So this is very important for cell phone banking. When you completed the transaction, you need to log off.
And not just in, I think, the field of banking, this applies to all of your personal information. Kalyani, thank you so much. I think you've got to treat your phone like a secure banking vault by protecting its contents through an access password first off, or a PIN, or any biometric system. Make sure that it is locked as tight as possible. And for more tips on banking safely, visit the SABRIC website and their Facebook and Twitter pages, a wonderful resource so you can #WiseUp and watch out.
Wise up, watch out.